भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
So thank you very much. Do we have any questions to
There is one question in the chat, Prabhu. Meanwhile, if any other people have any questions, can you please put them on the Zoom chat?
I see that some devotees, the name of setting up a center, they're doing such abominable acts to other devotees. I don't even do on material platform. What is the right thing to do? Can you be more specific? Are you here, Prabhu? Can you tell me more?
Prabhu. Prabhu?
Yes.
Okay. So I had a bitter experience, right? So, yeah, we see, they say that, okay, we are setting up the center. So that, when I say abominable acts, there are like, what they are doing kind of Vaishnava Aparada, talking negative with the other devotees and all the stuff, which I couldn't digest. I won't even do it on the material platform. Being spiritual platform, a devotee is doing like that, I could not digest. I am being in 2 years on the spiritual path, but a person having like 20 years in spiritual path doing those kind of acts, I just could not digest. So what is the best thing to do? Is that acceptable doing that way? Is higher thing like setting up the center?
What kind of abominable thing is done? Just talking bad only?
Yes. Talk some negative things to the other person and all this stuff.
You have already left the person?
Prabhu?
You have already left the person?
I haven't left.
You have left the person, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the best thing is to avoid, So that is what Shastra says. People who are envious, you pay obeisance for distance and you do not associate with them. For those people who are envious, you stay far away from them. Yes.
But yes, Prabhu, but do you think what they are doing is the right thing? Because You know,
Yeah, everybody has got independence to do whatever they want to do, no? This is the material world, correct? They send even me to me an email saying that they will shoot me and kill me. What shall I do? What can I do? Yes?
yes, Prabhu.
Huh? I think threaten to kill is even more worse than just talking, no? Right?
Right, Prabhu.
Mm. So people who are blaspheming, I think I have discussed at the last class, no?
Yeah, you did, Prabhu.
Mm.
Yeah, Vaishnava Aparada.
So the best stuff is to just avoid them, because actually it says that if you become, like this, you want to read this?
Prabhu. When a person realizes you, he no longer cares about his good and bad fortune arising from past pious and sinful acts. Since it is you alone who control this good and bad fortune, such a realized devotee also disregards what ordinary living beings say about him. Every day he fills his ears with your glories, which are recited in each age by the unbroken succession of Manu's descendants, and thus you become his ultimate salvation. Such a
You understand? We disregard, what ordinary living beings say about it. Because these people, naturally, when you are leaving a person, he will be very upset, correct?
right, Prabhu? Correct?
More so if you are joining us, ISKM, even become more frustrated, correct? Because he was conversing with people to join him from our camp. So his own camp people are joining us. That's going to be heartbreaking, no? Yes or not?
But is that the right thing to do, Prabhu?
Well, in the material world, that's always the case.
Okay.
Yes, it is not the right thing, but how you can stop? You will just spill the can and say all kind of bad things about you, no? This is expected. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
What to speak about you? Even Krishna also they spoke bad, no? The Shamataka jewel, Krishna was not minding his own business when the younger brother took the jewel to the forest and he got killed by Jambavanus. And then people are condemning Krishna for doing this thing. Is correct? Is there in the Krishna book? Is it not?
It is, Prabhu.
Hmm.
It is there in the book. Yeah.
So what to speak about you and me? No. That's why it says here, such a realized devotee who disregard what ordinary people say about it.
I see.
Yes, Lord.
Then you become advanced, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Tell me. Because from this you can understand the true nature of the person, correct?
Correct, Prabhu.
Is it not?
Yes, Lord.
Therefore, my dear Uddhava, abandon the Vedic mantras as well as the procedures of supplementary Vedic literatures and their positive and negative injunctions. Disregard that which has been heard and that which is to be heard. Simply take shelter of me alone, for I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, situated within the heart of all conditioned souls. Take shelter of me wholeheartedly, and by my grace be free from fear in all circumstances.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So we just, brush it up and move on ourselves. The main thing is to be in right association, no?
Correct, Prabhu.
And we got more positive things to do, just worry about somebody grinding at the back, right?
Yeah.
Whining like a dog, It's always going to happen. You won't be able to accomplish anything, but then they will try to harm you. That they can do. That has been shown.
Yeah.
So people are very expert in trying to put obstacles,
Got it, Prabhu.
So you got to be prepared.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's why Krishna says, my devotee I protect. Yes?
Yes.
Hmm? Correct.
Correct, Prabhu.
So don't worry. If you are prepared to come to the right side, then you must also be prepared to accept all this kind of, side effects.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
I think those devotees who have taken initiation now recently and joined us, they are also facing the flax. Your what do you call that? New Jersey people are spreading a lot of lies and rumors about all of them. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhu.
I think they have banned you and all kind of stuff, right? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what to say? I'm excommunicated from ISKCON because I spoke about Ritwik system of initiation. My name is still blacklisted. So what to do? Tell me. Huh?
Yeah, Prabhu. Kali Yuga. Yes.
Oh, we fight, what's the big deal, We are doing the right thing for Prabhupada. We're going to face challenges. We're not going to give up because they have the might. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Like now in America, I think there were only about 5 guys, for most of you. Already some 5 guys, they're already getting so upset. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So how much, when we start doing things, then what will happen to them? Yes?
Yes.
You haven't even started yet, You start doing, then you see what will happen. So that is the test, We don't need to talk anything. We are proof by our actions. Empty vessels make a lot of noise, But if the vessel is full, you can knock, there's no sound,
Yeah.
So I think you have witnessed this person's character now.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
How to explain to a friend that initiation should be given on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and there's no other guru after him? Well, the best way you can explain is to give him that book we have called IA 77. Are you there, sir?
Yeah, Prabhu. My friend, I'll let them know, Prabhu.
So you give him that book, or you can show the video. We have also a Ritwik video, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you give that to them, and that will be very, I would say, informative to understand how Prabhupada wanted the system of initiation to continue after he's no longer here with us. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
That's quite, they are both very done in a very, I would say, in a very easy to understand manner. Anyone have you seen that video and the book? I mean that I-77 book?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu. We read it, Prabhu. It is very nice. It gives a complete, like in Shastra perspective, every point that is why they should follow Guruvari system and how we are rejecting that and giving the exact evidence from the Shastra.
From there you can see how our God brothers are misleading the people, yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
yes, Prabhu.
So please help. Who asked that question? Rama, huh? Who's Rama here?
My friend, Prabhu. They don't want to talk here, but I'll.
All right, so you help them with whatever material
Yes.
we already have.
Yeah.
Who they are talking to?
Next question, Prabhu. What, Prabhu?
They're talking to Subhadra.
Who no, I'm saying who is it, their friend who
They're
where's he from?
they're initiated, Prabhu. Yeah.
Oh, Rama is initiated.
Yeah.
Oh, by who?
I mean, no, I mean, Ritvik system only, Prabhu, but
They are from the Sunnyvale, huh?
yes.
So good. Anyway, you show them all the materials, huh? How to encourage teenagers in Krishna consciousness. So who's asking this? The same person?
Yes, Prabhu.
So the best way to encourage is first to set an example ourselves, And then we have to explain why we have to chant, why we have to follow the four principles. Because if you explain with sound scriptural backing, then there's no reason why they should not accept, Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
So the problem is that you force them, then they will not like it, But if you explain why, then anyone can see, unless they are not pious, then that's another thing, But if they are pious, yes, why they should not accept? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you have other teenagers, you have got other teenagers in your camp, you can ask them to help to talk to them as well.
Sure, Prabhu.
Challenge is to keep them away from things like video game. That's impossible, no? They've been trained to do that since young, correct? So the best way to do is to engage them in Krishna consciousness activities. That will take some time, It's not going to be an overnight process. Even our adults also play the game. What to speak about the kids, huh? Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that requires a lot of purification, no? I think the main thing is to yena tena prakarena. What is that verse?
Manas Krishna Niveshaya.
Uh,
Yena tena prakarena Manas Krishna Niveshaya.
Krishna Nisevayat. First you try to teach them about chanting, and all these other things will come later, giving them a higher taste.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hello. This is how we should try to encourage them first. Immediately you try to get everything, that's going to be difficult, no?
Mhm.
Is it not?
Yes.
So we have to be patient also. Not so easy. Sometimes we want them to change and we ourselves don't not doing setting a standard. Right?
Yes.
Yes or not? If we don't set a good example, then how you expect them to follow? That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told us, Apani achar bhakti sikaimu sabare. First, we have to practice. Then we have to teach others. But if we are not practicing, then how we can teach others? Hmm? Correct?
Yes. Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
I think that verse is there, Apani achar. Bhakti sikaimu sabare, you know. So to practice, we have to become very much serious, no? Correct?
Mhm.
I'm finding out that verse. Give me a minute.
Yes, Prabhu.
Apani achar bhakti Adi 320. It says here, Apani karimu bhakta bhave ankare, apani achare, bhakti sikayam sabare.
Ram Prabhu, can you read? Guru Prabhu, can you read?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sorry, I can read.
Yes. Go.
I shall accept the role of a devotee and I shall teach devotional service by practicing it myself. Purport.
Yeah.
When one associates with a pure devotee, one becomes so elevated that he does not aspire even for Sarsti, Sarupya, Samipya, or Salokya, because he feels that such liberation is a kind of sense gratification. Pure devotees do not ask anything from the Lord for their personal benefit. Even if offered personal benefits, pure devotees do not accept them because their only desire is to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead by transcendental loving service. No one but the Lord Himself can teach this highest form of devotional service. Therefore, when the Lord took the place of the incarnation of Kali Yuga to spread the glories of chanting Hare Krishna, the system of worship recommended in this age, he also distributed the process of devotional service performed on the platform of transcendental spontaneous love. To teach the highest principles of spiritual life, the Lord himself appeared as a devotee in the form of Lord Chaitanya.
So this is the point, no? He practice it himself. So similarly, we have to learn how to practice and then teach others, no? Yes?
Yes, true.
If we don't practice, then how we can teach others? Correct?
Mhm.
Yes, Prabhu.
Unless one practices devotional service himself, he cannot teach it to others. Yes?
Mhm.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, bro.
So this is the problem, you know. We are trying to become strict with others and lenient with ourselves, but actually we should become strict with ourselves and lenient with others. That's always the case, you know.
Mhm.
So let's be patient, you know, just like a child, you know, when we have to be patient until he grows up, no?
Mhm.
Correct?
Mhm.
Yes, Prabhu.
So why no guru? Why he said? Why there's no guru after Prabhupada? There's no such thing as no guru after Prabhupada. Huh? Guru means knowledge, no? Correct? And if Prabhupada is giving you the knowledge, then there is guru. How can there be no guru?
I think this question probably meant spiritual master.
Why there's no other, he did not recommend other gurus, and maybe that will be the question.
Yes,
Well,
Prabhu, that is what I recommend.
why there's no other spiritual master? Succession.
successor, yeah.
Well, succession means you must have a guru, correct? And if he prefers to be the guru, that's his choice, no? Yes? He is the founder acharya of the movement, correct? Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
So if he saw all of them, 10 years time, they can become big time Uttama Adhikari. That's quite impossible, no? Spiritually. Yes? Yes or not? So he chose to leave behind this method, and this method, although he has instituted, if it's accepted by Krishna, then what's the problem? Can you read?
Guru Prabhu, can you? Oh, Ganesh Prabhu.
Yeah. O Lord, who resemble the shining sun, you are always ready to fulfill the desire of your devotees, and therefore you are known as the desire tree. When Acharya completely takes shelter under your lotus feet in order to cross the fierce ocean of nescience, they leave behind on earth the method by which they cross, and because you are very merciful to your other devotees, you accept this method to help them.
Yes. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
If Krishna accepts, then who are you to complain? Correct?
Yes.
Tell me.
So Krishna, you mean to say Krishna, doesn't accept any other, gurus or something?
No, this is, if you are saying ISKCON and you're saying Prabhupada, then this is a system you have to accept. There are so many other gurus in the market. No, if you want to go there, nobody is going to object that, right? Yes or
But
not?
how do we select the correct one?
How do you accept a correct one? When you are with Prabhupada, you're already with the correct one. Why you have to go and accept an incorrect one? Huh?
Okay.
Huh? Tell me. You
Yes,
already
Prabhu.
know Prabhupada is the correct one. Why you have to go with a torchlight to search for another one? Huh? Tell me. Does it make sense? Hello?
Correct. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Ah. So why don't we just accept what Prabhupada has constituted? Why we have to, when you question, you have to question, and you accept it, you have accepted him, then you have to accept his authority. Yes? Yes or
Yes,
not?
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
That's why he says here, the Acharya duty therefore is to find the means by which devotees may render service according to the reference from Shastra. Yes? Rupa Goswami, for example, in order to help subsequent devotees publish such devotional books like Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, this is the duty of the Acharya to publish books that will help future candidates take up the method of service and become eligible to return back home, back to Godhead, by the mercy of the Lord. In our Krishna conscious movement, the same path has been prescribed and followed. That means Prabhupada has given us the books. Yes?
Mhm.
Thus, the devotees have been advised to refrain from 4 sinful activities. It is sex, intoxication, meat eating, and gambling, and to chant 16 rounds a day. That is also unprecedented. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
If you accept 16 rounds, then you have to accept this also. Yes or none?
Yes.
Hmm? Yeah, this bona fide instruction, Prabhupada is saying. How is saying, how, on what ground is saying this is bona fide? 16 rounds. Where in Shastra it says 16 rounds? Tell me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say anyone who don't chant 64 rounds, he won't go to their house and eat, you know.
Right.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So, the mercy of Prabhupada, no? Yes? And he's saying it's bona fide. How he is saying bona fide? And that is authorized by Krishna, how he can endorse it? Yes or not?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
So that faith we should have, no? And everyone is having this faith of 16 rounds. So why they cannot have their faith on this Ritvik system that is so kindly constituted to us to continue the process? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct. So that's our business as the spiritual master have said, we cannot question if we are disciples. We cannot say why. That's not possible. We have to accept. Yes or not?
Yes.
Hello.
Correct. Yes,
Ah,
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
ah. Who is this asking this question?
My name is Raghav.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm from Abu Dhabi.
Oh, you're
Prabhu, he is
from,
my friend actually, my college friend. This is Baldev Vidyabhushan Das.
oh, your college friend, no?
Yeah, he is in, he works in Abu Dhabi.
You want to read this Raghava, right?
Yeah.
Can you read?
Sons ought to render service to their father exactly to this extent. One should obey the command of his father or spiritual master with due diligence, saying, "Yes, sir." 2 words in this verse are very important. One is Pitari and other word is Guroha. The son or the disciple should accept the words of his spiritual master and father without hesitation. Whatever the father and the spiritual master orders should be taken without argument. Yes, there should be no instance in which the disciple or the son says, "This is not correct. I cannot carry it out." When he says that he is fallen, the father and the spiritual masters are on the same platform because a spiritual master is the second father. The higher class are called Divja, twice born.
Divja, twice born. You know, they take
Whenever
birth
there is,
second, 2
sorry,
times, no? Second birth, first birth by father and mother, second birth is by the spiritual master and Shastra.
yes, Guru. Whenever there is a question of birth, there must be a father. First birth is made possible by actual father, and the second birth, father and the spiritual master may be the same man, and sometimes they are different men. In case the order of father or the order of spiritual master must be carried out without hesitation, with any immediate yes. There should be no argument. That is real service to the father and to the spiritual master. Vishwanta Chakravarti Thakur has stated that the order of spiritual master is the life and soul of the disciples. As a man cannot separate his life from his body, a disciple cannot separate the order of the spiritual master from his life. If a disciple follows the instruction of the spiritual master in that way, he is sure to become perfect. This is confirmed in the Upanishads. The import of Vedic instruction is revealed automatically only to one who has implicit faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead and in his spiritual master. One may be materially considered an illiterate man, but if he has faith in the spiritual master as well as in spiritual Supreme Personality of Godhead, then the meaning of spiritual revelation is immediately manifested before him.
So you understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes.
This is why ISKCON has failed. They think they become more than spiritual master. They say, no, we cannot do this. So the moment you cannot do what the spiritual master ordered you to do, Prabhupada said you are fallen. Yes? When you
Yes,
are
Prabhu.
fallen, you become useless. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So it's not a cheap thing, just that you can take spiritual master and do whatever you like. That's not the fact. You surrender means you have to accept. You cannot question. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my obeisances. All wishes Prabhupada. This is
Hmm.
Baldev Vidyabhushan Das Prabhu. Prabhu, Prabhupada says books are basics, preaching is the essence, utility is the principle, and purity is the force.
Hmm.
So that utility is the principle. Can you explain little, Prabhu?
Even though utility is the principle, it doesn't mean that you speculate on it, Correct?
Sorry,
Everything
Prabhu,
you have
speculate?
speculate on anything to do, no? Whimsically, correct?
Okay.
You have to get it endorsed by the spiritual master. You understand? Just like now they are saying that no, so and so is life coach or whatever. He said, no, he's just using this technique to bring people to Krishna consciousness, by talking all kind of Mayavad nonsense. Yes?
Okay.
So he says that no, utility is the principle, Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, you can see here, you cannot do things which are not authorized by the spiritual master.
Yes.
You can read this.
Devotee should never engage in the fruitive. One second, Prabhu. Devotee should never engage in the fruitive rituals mentioned in the Karmakanda section of the Vedas, nor should he become atheistic, acting or speaking in opposition to Vedic injunctions. Similarly, he should never speak like a mere logician or skeptic or take any side whatsoever in useless arguments.
You saw that?
Yes, Prabhu.
These guys are speaking all kind of crazy stuff, is it not?
I mean, in the
So-
name of bringing them to Krishna conscious, they are doing some karmakanda rituals. So there we say utility is principle is lost, right, Prabhu?
Oh, you cannot try to do things which is not authorized by our spiritual master. Correct. Who is the best preacher? You or Prabhupada? Huh?
Prabhupada.
Huh? So how you can try to preach in something which you invent a new formula, huh?
Yes,
What?
Prabhu.
Prabhupada went to the West and brought the whole movement going, and you want to do something else. What is that? Yes?
Yeah.
This is impudent, you are showing yourself as a rascal. That's all I can say. Hmm? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to be careful,
Hmm.
We're gonna try around, mess around, saying that, becoming a better preacher. Huh? Yes.
Yes.
So we have to know what to do, what not to do under the guidance of spiritual master.
Yes, Prabhu.
And I try to think that I know better than my guru at any time. Anything you do also, it's under the blessings of Guru and Krishna. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you invent your own thing. That's what utility means, right? I think like now they're saying chocolate is all right, no?
Yes, they are saying that. Yes, Prabhu. They are making all chocolate cakes, everything.
Prabhupada said, don't do it, and they say they're okay. Then how?
Deviation.
So we should authorize it also. Utility, Prabhu. Huh? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Can we say like that? What do you say?
Only authorized, Prabhu.
Only those who have implicit faith, correct?
Right.
How to get implicit faith by disobeying, is it? Does it make sense? Huh?
No. A sannyasi must not present allurements of material benefits to gather many disciples, nor should he unnecessarily read many books or give discourses as a means of livelihood. He must never attempt to increase material opulences unnecessarily.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So utility is a principle. It is not something that you can just whimsically try to sit on, please.
Literature that is a useless waste of time. In other words, literature without spiritual benefit should be rejected. One should not become a professional teacher as a means of earning one's livelihood, nor should one indulge in arguments and counter arguments, nor should one take shelter of any cause or faction. Person desiring to advance in spiritual understanding should be extremely careful to avoid reading ordinary literature. The world is full of ordinary literature that creates unnecessary agitation in the mind. Such literature, including newspapers, dramas, novels, and magazines, is factually not meant for advancement in spiritual knowledge. Indeed, it has been described as a place of enjoyment for crows. Tad vayasam tirtham. Anyone advancing in spiritual knowledge must reject such literature. Furthermore, one should not concern oneself with the conclusions of various logicians or philosophers. Of course, those who preach sometimes need to argue with the contentions of opponents, but as much as possible, one should avoid an argumentative attitude. In this connection, Srila Madhvacharya says, okay. There is no need to take shelter of unnecessary literature or concern oneself with many so-called philosophers and thinkers who are useless for spiritual advancement. Nor should one accept a disciple for the sake of fashion or popularity. One should be callous to these so-called shastras, neither opposing nor favoring them, and one should not earn one's livelihood by taking money for explaining shastra. A sannyasi must always be neutral and seek the means to advance in spiritual life, taking full shelter under the lotus feet of the Lord.
Tell the purport as well.
So-called swamis and yogis generally make disciples by alluring them with material benefits. There are many so-called gurus who attract disciples by promising to cure their diseases or increase their material opulence by manufacturing gold. These are lucrative allurements for unintelligent men. A sannyasi is prohibited from making disciples through such material allurements. Sannyasis sometimes indulge in material opulence by unnecessarily constructing many temples and monasteries, but actually such endeavors should be avoided. Temples and monasteries should be constructed for the preaching of spiritual consciousness or Krishna consciousness, not to provide free hotels for persons who are useful for neither material nor spiritual purposes. The temples and monasteries should be strictly off limits to worthless clubs of crazy men. In the Krishna conscious movement, we welcome everyone who agrees at least to follow the movement's regulative principles: no illicit sex, no intoxication, no meat eating, and no gambling. In the temples and monasteries, gatherings of unnecessary, rejected, lazy fellows should be strictly disallowed. The temples and monasteries should be used exclusively by the devotees who are serious about spiritual advancement in Krishna consciousness. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura explains the word arambhan as meaning mathadi vyaparan, which means attempt to construct temples and monasteries. The first business of the sannyasi is to preach Krishna consciousness. But if, by the grace of Krishna, facilities are available, then he may construct temples and monasteries to give shelter to the serious students of Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, such temples and Prabhu, could you please come down? Otherwise, such temples and monasteries are not needed.
So you understand? Hmm?
So this is the utility, like how we use the utilities. Okay.
Utility is not that you use your mind to speculate, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So there's many ways. Utility, the principle doesn't mean that they compromise, no? Correct?
Yes.
They misconstruct the meaning that utility means I have to figure it out, no? That's that doesn't work, this figuring out, Yes?
Yes. So Prabhu, we are trying like, for the festivals in the temples, we are trying to invent, I don't know what, like, which is not in Sampradaya, we're trying to bring that festival and trying to celebrate. So maybe from Sri Sampradaya, we bring in something, Vaikuntha Ekadashi, something, and then we celebrate. So that must not be done, right, Prabhu?
We have to follow the spiritual master.
Okay.
You understand? We have to learn how to preach by hearing from him. Try to concoct our own thing, then it will not work, no.
I mean, such festivals may be authorized by acharyas in a different sampradaya. It doesn't mean that we can do it in Gaudiya Vaishnava. Is that right, Prabhu? Is that right understanding?
You see here what Prabhupada says. Can you read that? This Bhaktilata Bij.
Yes. This Bhaktilata Bij is received when one is initiated by the bona fide spiritual master. After receiving the spiritual master's mercy, one must repeat his instruction. And this is called Shravana Kirtana, hearing and chanting. One who has not properly heard from the spiritual master or who does not follow the regulative principles is not fit for chanting Kirtana. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita, Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana. One who has not listened carefully to the instructions of the spiritual master is unfit for chanting or for preaching the cult of devotional service. One has to water the Bhaktilata Bij by receiving instructions from the spiritual master.
Yes.
Yes, Ram.
When you get initiated, you have to hear and repeat what the spiritual master says.
Right.
Not that you try to invent,
Correct. Yes.
Hmm? So you are trying to make it popular. That's another
Exactly.
thing.
Popular. Yes. Yes.
Our duty is to follow. Prabhupada said, I don't care for the popular, the people. I care only to please my Guru and Krishna.
Hmm.
You understand? Now they all want to become popular, Prabhu, I got 1 million hits, Facebook,
Mm-hmm. Yes, Prabhu.
So that is how they want to gauge themselves. Yes, but you speak any nonsense, somebody is frying a potato and is getting 2 million hits, no?
Yes.
Yes,
Why?
Prabhu.
What's the use of that kind of, popularity? Huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, the real thing is to give them this transcendental knowledge.
Hmm.
And even one line, what to speak, half a line, if they hear, their life become perfect. Yes?
Yes.
Hmm? Making devotees, of course, is important, but keeping them is more important.
Haribo.
Wonderful line, bro.
And you cannot keep people if you don't teach them the right thing,
Yes.
And if you want to teach, you have to learn and you have to practice. Yes?
That's true.
Yes.
And what is the thing? Prabhupada said is Shravanam Kirtam, repeating. What the spiritual masters say, you repeat. Yes?
Mhm.
Yes.
That's what we are doing in ISQM. We are repeating what the spiritual master said.
Yes.
And is attracting many people. Yes?
Yes.
And people are getting very upset with you because you're leaving them and coming to us.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes? And what to do? Yes?
Mhm.
And if you change, then everything is lost, Prabhupada said.
Right.
Yes?
Right.
Hmm? You try to become more smart than the spiritual master, then it's finished. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, now Prabhupada say you do this and you say, no, I won't do this, I'll do another thing. Then finish. Yes?
Mhm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So maybe they can do. I think for me, I just want to follow what Prabhupada has taught us.
Hmm.
If they go back to the spiritual world, fine. If I follow Prabhupada, I go to hell, fine. At
Yes.
least I just want to follow Prabhupada.
Mhm.
You understand? Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
So that is the problem with the new fights, They think they are very expert, they know everything, And many times Prabhupada said, many times, my only success is because I strictly followed the orders of my spiritual master.
Mhm.
Is it not?
Yes,
Yes,
bro.
Prabhu.
So my success is how I strictly did not follow the order of my spiritual master. That's how a neophyte start thinking,
Hmm.
He always think that he wants to do something better. No, I can give a better example than Prabhupada. I've got the realization. Come on. Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
That's the problem with the neophyte, They think they know everything.
Hmm.
Man, they only know one thing. They don't know how to create troubles. That's the neophyte business. Yes?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
So that's why they need association to be guided properly. Then yes, they will grow nicely. When you're not guided properly, then what will happen? Yes?
Yes.
Tomorrow you
Yes.
will say Vaikunta Ekadasi, next day you'll say coffee and tea is all right, no?
Like now, chocolate is also okay. This.
Yeah, next thing is coffee. And then some champagne. In America, Prabhu, you have to drink champagne, Prabhu. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah? Think, you know. What's that?
Kalena, what you want to do?
So we have to be very careful, you know. That's why whatever we do, we always must check with Sadhu Shastra Guru.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm sure you know this verse, right? Tasmat Shastra Pramanam te karya karya vyavastitau jantva Shastra vidhaknotam karma kartam yar harsi. Yes?
Yes. Guru
One
Prabhu,
should-
can you read?
Yeah.
Guru Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. One should therefore understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated.
What is duty, what not duty based on the regulation of the scriptures? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Cannot speculate, you know. Our mind is always giving new and new ideas. You know? That's why in the whole Shastra, you never say I and my. Correct? Because I and my is rejected. Because when you say I and my, it's a mental concoction, no?
True.
Ah. So this is what very important now. Correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
This verse 1083. What is that? Yes, sixth. 1083. Krishna is speaking this verse, you know. 1084. No, really. Not this one. 5, 18, 12, I think. Yeah. So this verse, can read it, please.
Guru Prabhu.
All the demigods and their exalted qualities, such as religion, knowledge, and renunciation, become manifest in the body of one who has developed unalloyed devotion for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. On the other hand, a person devoid of devotional service and engaged in material activities has no good qualities. Even if he is adept at the practice of mystic yoga or the honest endeavor of maintaining his family and relatives, he must be driven by his own mental speculations and must engage in the service of the Lord's external energy. How can there be any good qualities in such a man?
You understand? So one who is riding on the chariot of the mind, this word here, Mano Rata. You see this Mano and Rata means what? Chariot of the mind, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So when you ride on the chariot of your mind, what good qualities you can get? You understand? So mental speculation is totally not accepted in the spiritual circle. The moment you say, I think, that means it's a disqualification. That's why it is called in the Bhagavad Gita, Acharya Upasanam. What is the word Acharya Upasanam means? Mentally you speculate, huh?
Follow the
Yes?
instructions of the Acharya.
Acharya Upasanam. Who's the Acharya? My mind. Is that correct?
No, bro.
Tell me. No. Understand? You follow. You don't try to become too smart.
Yes.
So we have to be very careful, because our mind can always mislead us. Huh?
Yes, bro.
Yes?
Yes.
That's why we have to take directions. Even we advance, we still have to take association. Correct?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Yes? And I don't know what advancement means, Some people are just chanting for 5 years or 10 years, they suddenly become acharyas. Huh? Correct?
Yes, true.
The root cause of devotional service to Lord Krishna is association with advanced devotees. Even when one's dormant love for Krishna awakens, association with devotees is still most essential.
Yes? Huh?
Yes,
Yes,
bro.
true.
Yes, Prabhu.
It's important, to learn how to take association. Taking association means to surrender and serve, Not you taking as a Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Dandavad Prabhu, Dandavad. So many Dandavad going on, no service. Huh? Yes? Yes or not? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says in this verse, one should not officially offer respect to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotees, his worshipful paraphernalia. One should actually render service to the representative of the Lord who are known as Mahabhagavatas. Yes? What is the service? Prabhu, I just eat prasadam, Prabhu. My service is to just eat prasadam. Yeah? What do you say? Our service is to carry out the order of the spiritual master. Yes?
Yes, true.
Yes, Prabhu.
You should always be thinking. Even Prabhupada was saying 1930, what? Bhaktisiddhanta left in 1933, I think. Just a fortnight away, I was writing a letter to him. You are my spiritual master. I'm your disciple. You're far away. You're surrounded with many God brothers who are offering you continuous service. I just want to know how I can serve you. Remember that lecture? And Bhaktisiddhanta replied just 2 weeks before he passing away. He said, my dear such and such, you are my disciple. If you preach in this English language, it will do good to you and to the whole world. Prabhupada took that very serious. Yes?
Yes, true.
So to serve is very important. Without service, you cannot make spiritual advancement. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to learn how to do that by associating with the devotees who are doing service, especially those who are initiated, correct?
Yes.
Hmm. So come to their program, learn to do the morning program, learning to do book distribution, learning to cook for Krishna, learning to sing for Krishna. So many things to do, no? Yes?
Yes.
Hmm. And the most important thing is preaching. That's what really counts, you know? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Hmm. Otherwise, it become very dry, you know. They may chant, they may read, they may not get enthused without service. All this knowledge, if we don't do devotional service, then all this knowledge is, you know,
Mhm.
useless, no?
Mhm.
Yes?
Yes. Prabhu.
Says here, Krishna is explaining, Sri Bhagavan Vacha.
Mamta
Anyone want to
Mataji, can
read?
you read? Mamta Mataji.
Hare Krishna. The personality of Godhead said, knowledge about me as described in the scriptures is very confidential and it has to be realized in conjunction with devotional service. The necessary paraphernalia for that process is being explained by me. You may take it up carefully.
Hmm? So devotional service, I mean, knowledge without devotional service is useless. Hmm? You
Yes.
understand?
Yes. Prabhu.
What's the point? You're just hearing and don't want to practice, then what's the use? Huh? Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
What is the next step? You have to practice devotional service. Hmm? Yes. Any other questions?
Prabhu,
Then
how to recognize Kali Chelas from real devotees? Prabhu?
there's so many around anyway. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So many guys are there. The
No,
whole world is full of them.
you already showed me, Prabhu. I just wanted for the audience here to realize that.
Hmm. Those people who are Kali Chelas, they just want to get, to show off so-called their expertise in thinking that they are great devotees, no? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Which verse I showed? I think I showed the other verse. They are separatists, no? Kali Chelas, they behave like this, no? Yes?
Shobha, can you read?
Hare Krishna. Devotional service executed by a person who is envious, proud, violent, and angry, and who is a separatist is considered to be in the mode of darkness.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
And read the purport.
It has already been stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, that the highest, most glorious religion is the attainment of causeless, unmotivated devotional service. In pure devotional service, the only motive should be to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is not actually a motive. That is the pure condition of the living entity. In the conditioned stage, when one engages in devotional service, he should follow the instruction of the bona fide spiritual master in full surrender. The spiritual master is the manifested representation of the Supreme Lord because he receives and presents the instructions of the Lord as they are by disciplic succession. It is described in Bhagavad Gita that the teachings therein should be received by disciplic succession, otherwise there is adulteration. To act under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master with a motive to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead is pure devotional service. But if one has a motive for a personal sense gratification, his devotional service is manifested differently. Such a man may be violent, proud, envious, and angry, and his interests are separated from the Lord's. One who approaches the Supreme Lord to render devotional service, but who is proud of his personality, envious of others, or vengeful, is in the mode of anger. He thinks that he is the best devotee. Devotional service executed in this way is not pure. It is mixed and is of the lowest grade, tamasa. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura advises that a Vaishnava who is not of good character should be avoided. A Vaishnava is one who has taken the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the ultimate goal of life. But if one is not pure and still has motives, then he is not a Vaishnava of the first order of good character. One may offer his respects to such a Vaishnava because he has accepted the Supreme Lord as the ultimate goal of life, but one should not keep company with a Vaishnava who is in the mode of ignorance.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So these are all the Kali Chelas, no?
Mhm.
So we have to be careful though.
Mhm.
Otherwise we may get contaminated by the association.
Mhm.
So we have to know, we have to be with people who are of the same, jati, swajati,
Mhm.
Yes. Want to read this?
Yeah. Nikhil Prabhu, can you read?
Sure, Mother. Friendship should be cemented between persons with mutual interests and understanding. Such persons are said to be swajati, of the same caste. The devotee should avoid a person whose character is not fixed in the standard understanding. Even though he may be Vaishnava or a devotee of Krishna, if his character is not correctly representative, then he should be avoided. One should steadily control the senses and the mind and strictly follow the rules and regulations, and he should make friendship with persons of the same standard.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
We should avoid all this kind of people, Any other questions? First time we got so many people, 16 people in your camp, Looks like
There were 3 more actually. My friend, they had to drop off because a friend had office started. Abu Dhabi.
Work in Abu Dhabi, yeah?
Yeah, he's shifting to Singapore, Prabhu, I think next month.
Oh, right. Oh, it's coming here.
Yeah.
He's what, initiated already, yeah?
No problem.
Oh,
He's
the new
been
man.
associated with me. We are reading he's joining my classes since a
very
year,
good.
1 year.
Oh, very nice. I hope he will get good association if he come to Singapore.
Yes, Prabhu. Definitely he'll get.
Hope he don't go to the wrong temple though.
Oh, in Singapore there are ISKCON also, Prabhu?
Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
Oh.
Whatever I do, they do. If I go to the toilet, they go to the toilet. That's all I see. So let us try, help everybody to become devotees of Prabhupada.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So I think it's getting, what time is it now in your place?
It's
Dallas is
7:50.
9:50. New Jersey is almost 11, Prabhu.
Oh, no wonder they're not talking. They're tired.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my excuses or
You're
the
not, you're not talking.
Not
I
like
thought you
that,
put it on the, hearing mode and lying on bed or something.
No, Prabhuji, not
Hearing, we hear.
So, any other things to say?
No problem.
So let's ask the new people who have joined. Any new people have joined today?
Yeah, some of them just want to be in listening mode today. Prabhu.
They want to listen, huh?
Yeah.
They want to say anything about the program that they attended today?
Stop recording.
I can stop recording and maybe they can.
No, they can say their comments, doesn't have no harm.
Some of them don't want to be.
Oh, okay then, no problem.